Soulful here. So I keep getting the words, have patience, hopeless romantic. All your desires and dreams are gonna come to pass. Just be a little more patient and let a little more time pass and have a little bit of courage in your skills and contact that blast from the past for some of you. So, hopeless romantics. So, it shows that you were able to see through the illusions of others and that you followed your intuition. You decided what you did and you didn't want. Your romantic battle has been very difficult, but anything that we want is going to be difficult. You know, the universe wants to see how willing you are to achieve what you want. And a lot of these situations were not so good, you know. They left a lot of holes in your little boat, but all the little swords in this boat are holding that boat afloat. They're plugging up all the holes. So basically what I'm saying is you unfortunately had to go through all that so that when you finally get where you're going and with who you're supposed to be with, it'll go right, you'll handle it right. You know, everything will be in check. You know, you did put in the work, and you are moving from troubled waters to calm waters, and yes, it's taking a long time. And yes, you have suffered betrayals from people that you thought cared about you, being stabbed in the back. Yes, you have dealt with a lot of drama people. Every time my hair touches my face, it itches. It has caused you some sadness and some loss, you know, and some tears. But you know what? All that stuff is what is going to make you stronger and better for the end result as far as relationships go. But it's just showing that no matter what was thrown your way, you know, you kept on going. Like you left the situation because of the personal betrayal, and you followed your intuition. So you were loyal and devoted, you know. It's not you. Haven't you heard that? And you are a very chivalrous person, very romantic, you know. This person can never say you didn't care about them. However, they could probably say they didn't truly care about you. It does indicate that at some point you became single and you went in and did a lot of thinking, and there is someone that you're interested in and have been for a while, and you would like to make it more. You're tired of standing on the sidelines watching everybody else get the opportunity except for you. You're tired of not saying anything. You know, you're tired of knowing, you know, what you want and not being able to have it for whatever reason. Your biggest thing is people have had a very big effect on your relationships, and that's natural in anybody's life. But, you know, this person that you're interested in, you know, it's really saying that, you know, you've been through a lot, you've been hurt, you've been betrayed, and you did sit on that for a while. You did sit, you know, well, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to get hurt again. This just, I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, but you know what? Let's say you're supposed to make a move and you didn't. The universe is going to force you to make the move. You keep putting it off, and the universe knows what's best for you. So if it's something that's for your betterment and you keep feeling the urge to run away, but you keep pushing forward, that's God moving your butt. You feel like you have to be careful how you speak, you know, because you don't want no harm to come to your person, and that's what they are, your person. But, you know, at some point you're going to have to decide, what do you want more? You know, what have you been fighting for all this time in your life? Them or you? It shows that you have questions that need answering. Ooh. It shows that you're not going to have to be running behind folks asking all these questions like, what you doing, where you going, why is this, why is that. You're not going to have to be fearful over money. You're not going to feel shut out and left out in the cold. Your life isn't going to be empty, should you give it one more chance, so use different tactics this time to achieve better. Whatever you set your vibration to, that's what you're going to pull in. So if you're wanting to feel sorry for yourself and wanting someone who will suit the moment, then by all means, proceed. But for some of you, this person is very awesome, very sure of themselves, very good in business, very good in love. It's not like you're getting a bad deal. You know what you're getting. You know exactly what you're getting. So, like I've said in my prior videos, fear. Well, with something like this, yeah. This is, a lot of people have a lot to say about this card, but this isn't some kind of, whatever. These people are attached to each other and they're not even together, okay? Energetically, emotionally, spiritually, all of them. The only way you're not together is physically. So, this is what you're wanting. That lifelong marriage, companionship, someone to grow old with. Well, you're going to get it. You just got to step over that threshold of fear. And I really believe you're going to do it. I really going to believe you're going to do it. This may also indicate that you're running right at that person. They bring you a lot of enthusiasm, youthful energy, hope, adventure. They make you feel adventurous, youthful, young, like you could rope the moon if you wanted to. But this also does indicate that you have considered moving also, that perhaps where you're at may not be where you need to be. So it is showing that you would be willing to relocate for that person. Yep, considering your options. Yeah, you got many, but not like this person you're running after. And they're not an option, they're a choice, I'm told. You're very obsessed with them. And I don't mean this in a bad way. They rule your everything, your day, your thoughts. If even in your room, like they fill up your whole bed and they're not even there. They just complete you. And without them, you feel sad, lonely. You wake up, you don't know why you're feeling the way you do, and it's because you miss them. And there is some loss, remorse, and sadness, and it will get worse, too. Because when we skip out on an opportunity that we know is good for us based off of fear, don't let it happen a second time. So let's hope you can reverse this card. Because if you do, then it's showing that you're just bored and anxious. You have good luck and money on your side. Woohoo! Yes, so everything you put all this work into over these long years, it is paying off. It has paid off. Just when we pick the wrong people, it feels like it's not paying off and like we're wasting our time. No, nothing you do is a waste. Nothing. No person that you're with is a waste. They may not be somebody you're supposed to be with anymore, but nobody's a waste. Nobody deserves to be known as a waste, even if they make themselves feel that way. So if you'd like to book a reading with me, please send me a message at soulfulalignment73@gmail.com. You know the drill. Also, this person gives you a new perspective in life. So now you're the hangman. You're stuck in air. You're stuck in midair until you make a move. Now, can you imagine being contorted and stuck in air until you figure out what you want? The whole situation revolves around you. Peace, love, and light. Good luck.